Well, good morning. I am at the trailhead for the Hancock Loop. This is a somewhat long one, not as long as last time, but it's still 9 miles. But it's 9 miles of relatively flat. Now, let me rephrase that. It's about 6.5 miles of relatively flat with a steep up, an interesting ridge walk, and then a steep down. I have 5 left of the 4,000 footers for my summer list. And today, we'll take out 2 of them. I will be doing the Hancocks. I believe it's north and south. And I will get those knocked out so that I'll only have 3 more left for the summer. And if all goes according to plan, which may or may not happen, I'll not only get these 2, but I'll get 1 more tomorrow, leaving me with 2 more, and it's 2 more that are generally hiked together. So, I'm solo on this one, going fairly deep into the backcountry. Like I said, it's about 3.5 miles in, 1.5 to 2 miles up and down, and 3.5 miles out. And looking forward to some peace and quiet. I got a good early start. There were only 2 cars in the parking lot. I'm sure I'll see a lot more people on the way out. So, gonna have a nice, peaceful hike, I think. Lots of quiet time. I like hiking with friends, but every now and then, you gotta get out alone and just enjoy the peace. So, come on with me, and let's enjoy the peace together. Here we are at the split in the trail for the North and South Hancocks. I'm going up north and down south, so that means I'm going to the left here. That's to the right, but I think I'm going to take a little bit of a breather, get my trekking poles out, because I have been able to do the trail so far without really needing them. There were a few places it would have been nice to have them, but for the most part, I didn't need them. And then head up, and it starts getting really steep here. Though at first, it goes downhill, which is always annoying. I hate giving up vertical. Well, Pammy, we are at the overlook near the summit of North Hancock. Now, this isn't the summit, this is just an overlook. You've made it clear you have no interest in being on a summit that has no views. Yes, I know the overlook has no views today either. Unfortunately, we climbed into the bottom of the clouds. It looked like we might have views as far as halfway up the final ascent, and then we climbed into the clouds. I know. You like the views, I do too. But we don't get them today, which is a shame because it was a hard hike. What? I'm slow, huh? Pemby says I'm slow. Well, Pemby, you're right. I'm slow. But slow and steady is better than in a hurry and not making it. There's just no satisfying him. And he thinks that's funny. Anyway, the summit, there's not even a pile of rocks. There's not a cairn. There's a sign, and the other direction is South Hancock, so that's where we're going next. But I'm going to take a little breather, enjoy some water, and envision what the views look like if it wasn't in the clouds. Yes. Okay, Pammy, it's a little windy, but we got views. Yeah, somebody told me that north is always stuck in the clouds, but we got beautiful views here. I tell you what, the ascent up north was tough. It was really steep, and I want to say the last quarter mile was loose scree and it was wet. So it took me a while to get up there. So you noticed, okay. But the traverse across is pretty easy. Now we just got the descent down, and then the exfil tray is about 3 miles, and that's the same route we came in, so should be able to make good time. So it's a good hike. I got to remember this one again. It'll be interesting to do it in the fall and the winter. But it's awfully windy today, and it's actually a little chilly, which feels good, to be honest. So you ready to go down? Okay, let's head on down. And we're back at the junction. So now it is time to head out. Based on incoming time, a little bit over an hour, I would estimate, to get out. But this trail is not very exciting from here on out. It's a nice little trail. I will say this. The Hancock Notch Trail, which is the first trail you start out on, is a phenomenally easy trail. It's flat. There are sections of it where you would almost say this is ADA compliant. Now, unfortunately, not all of it. There's steps and things that you got to use to get there. But for somebody who wants to get out and hike a little bit, but isn't up to climbing mountains, I gotta strongly recommend the Hancock Notch Trail. You can go as far as you want and then turn around and come back. It's gorgeous. The Cedar Brook Trail is a little rougher, and that's the one that turns off. And then this final trail, which I believe is the Hancock Loop Trail, is a little rougher still and a little more elevation. And then you hit the split. Personally, I think next time I'm going to do south first. Both sides are very steep. Both sides had a lot of loose scree. But since I believe I already have this one for fall, I just need it for winter and spring. And I think coming up south when it's frozen over might be just a touch easier. But I could be wrong. But I will definitely be bringing spikes and crampons and an ice axe and snowshoes when I do that one in the winter. But I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. So I want to thank y'all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the trip. Hope you enjoyed the views from South Hancock. And remember to have a blessed day. Azimuth out.